is on his way up.
Here we go. At least he's a good connection. We might be able to use him.
Hey guys, what's going on? Third Street Reactions here. We're back. I'm Shane.
Matt.
We're back here with something new. Batman, the animated series.
Something I loved as a kid.
Yeah.
Growing up, I don't really remember a whole bunch from it. There's one episode that sticks out, the werewolf episode, because I remember I thought that was the most badass episode ever.
I was in a high chair, way older than I should have been, just because my mom didn't like how I would make a mess on the table.
Yeah, I mean, you still made a mess in high school.
I did. I spilled that buffalo sauce all
over. Every time we'd go out, you'd spill something on yourself.
I know. So I remember watching this all the time. I couldn't tell you a thing about it. I do remember who was a big guy that's like mud.
The clay guy?
Yeah, I remember him like touching someone and they're going, ah, ah!
And they just sucked into him.
Yeah, I remember that. And have you seen the movie The Mask of the Phantasm?
God, it's been so long. So long.
Okay, do you remember much?
No.
Okay. It is a movie that takes place within this universe, this particular Batman universe, I believe. It came out in theaters. It got great reviews. It didn't do well in the box office, but it's known to be one of the best Batman movies.
And plus, I do remember Mark Hamill's Joker.
Mark Hamill was the Joker. And by the way, we also want to give a shout out. We should do this first. Rest in peace, Kevin Conroy. He's just obviously iconic as a Batman. And I will tell you what, my favorite performance of his and the Joker, and you don't play games that much, but the Batman video games are called Arkham Asylum.
Well, I used to watch my old roommate play them all the time.
Okay, so you understand, like, they're story-driven,
yeah,
incredible games, and they have all those voice actors.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, when you're playing that game, you get the feel of the history, right? The history being these these cartoons. Anyways, guys, so me and Matt are going to be doing this, but maybe Tom, maybe Zach will jump in here every once in a while. I think it's just one of those shows where everyone kind of watched, and we just want to enjoy it. I don't remember really anything except what I've talked about. You said that.
Yeah, I remember just a couple things.
Yeah. So we're going to go through this, and we hope you guys stay after because you can hear our discussion and our thoughts on it. And if you want to support us, go to our Patreon. We have full length and early access for up to 2 weeks. So go there and also check out our merch, guys. I'm done. One thing I did here is that the viewing order of this is a little different in terms of how they aired it. But we're going to do it in the order that this thing is in, which I believe is a Blu-ray. So I do remember this shit, dude.
Oh, yeah. This song.
Yep.
I love this.
I remember this pretty clearly.
Where the bank explodes.
It's just it
just takes you back to your childhood.
Well, just like it was a darker cartoon, and the reason why this series was okayed was because Tim Burton's Batman did really well.
Right.
I just think that art is beautiful. There's something beautiful about this hand-drawn look.
Yeah. I think it's made back in the early 90s, too.
Dude, look, she got a fat ass crawling up that wall. What the hell's that around her neck?
It's a cat.
Okay, that's what I thought.
It's a kitty. Sweet. It's a little fluffy.
So, she has trained this cat in her Machiavellian ways? Oh, so it can see the infrared.
Right, see the lasers.
Or the lasers, not infrared.
I mean, a cat that we used to have used to open up doors.
Want the Thirsty House?
No. Remember, Shane, there's been almost 15, 20 years gap between that.
Perfect, my love. Let's go home.
So, our new cat burglar's a woman.
Batman's one step ahead of her.
Probably my imagination.
Probably not. I suggest you save the flattery for the judge.
It's crazy because I hear Kevin Conroy just have like a more restrained performance and he's younger.
So long, Dark Knight.
Drop in anytime.
Look at that, dude. That cat's got some ups. That poor kitty. Hiya!
Hey,
That's my new cape.
I'll have to
Come on,
try and trim
guys.
those claws.
Knock it off.
You know, cartoons, they always...
Now, it's not like Alfred can't fix it.
Yeah. Oh, good on you, Batman.
That's how you know he's a
Left you
true
behind,
hero.
did she?
Save the kitties, too.
That's a hell of a thing.
What, Batman, you never scaled a building before?
Yeah, right?
Come on now.
Thanks for the memento.
If Mr. Wayne would be good enough to step up. Now, don't be shy.
Bruce, I'm so happy to see you.
Where have you been?
Oh,
you're
so
wonderful. Oh, have I missed you?
I've been pinching my pennies for you.
Say panties or pennies? It's gotta be pennies.
Yeah.
500.
600.
We have 6. Do I hear 7?
700. 8. 1,000.
Well, that's 1,000.
$10,000.
Why would you jump straight to 10? Not too bad.
Do I hear any more bids? Then sold for 10.
Look at Bruce Wayne. He's like, holy shit.
Ms. Selina Kyle.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, this cat was...
Please, Bruce, I'm very flattered.
Please understand, it's purely for the animals, Mr. Wayne. You're off the hook.
But you're not.
I beg your pardon.
Ooh, little aggressive there, Bruce.
Yeah.
You bought a date, and I'm honor-bound and delighted to deliver. I warn you, I'm not a man who gives up easily.
I wonder what's going on. Oh, where'd he go?
It's weird because we have these Tommy guns and we have like even the cars look like they're from the 30s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? One thing I'll say about this show is what I said about Ninja Turtles the first season is there's not a lot of other assets that have been drawn on the street.
Right.
Now, I don't think they create assets and they reuse them like a CG show,
Right.
but they do have to draw them,
Right.
you know?
Yeah. Because literally you see there's nobody out on the sidewalk.
Gordon!
This morning I got a warning from the feds. Red Claw is in Gotham. Now this.
Any leads?
Red Claw is the most ruthless terrorist leader in the world. And we don't even have a picture of the guy.
I'll see what I can do for my end.
Or gal.
Yeah. So they already have their relationship.
There's no telling what they're up to. Nothing's safe with these savages in town.
He sounds like a guy who sound like this, see? Doesn't he sound like that?
Yeah, back in the 50s.
Aren't you even a little excited about your date?
A little sign, maybe.
Come on, guys.
I'd rather it were Batman. You should have seen him, Maven. He had the eyes of a lion.
Oh, yeah, Batman.
Mr. Bruce Wayne is on his way up.
Here we go. At least he's a good connection. You might be able to use him.
Yeah, we both looked at each other.
Yes, I know. I suppose you're right.
Okay, so the cat's gonna recognize him and she's gonna realize it's Batman.
You're even more stunning than I remember.
Oh, God, Bruce. Slow down.
Selena,
Looks a little
it's
chubby
a
in
lawyer.
that.
He says the deal is off.
Yeah, dude, when I was jacked, anytime I wore a suit, I looked fat because of my back.
What happened?
Well, you gotta get like a really
Yeah, you gotta
tailored
get
suit.
tapered, tailored
I
suit.
want to meet with him. No, today. He can't sell to Multigon. We had an agreement.
You go there and kick down the door if you have to. I want that land for the mountain lions.
The land for the mountain lions.
Oh, so much for that date,
I'm
Bruce.
afraid I'm not going to be very good company.
Is there anything I can do?
Not really. Unless you can get me a meeting with the chairman of Multigon International.
What time's good for you?
Let me make a phone call.
Hey, I'm starting to like this guy.
That's just having that much power.
See Multigon? Multigon, Wayne Tower?
I do wish there was something I could do for you and your lovely friend, but the deal is quite set.
It's one of the first songs I learned on piano.
I don't even fucking know what song it was.
The land's in the middle of nowhere. It's worthless except to wildcats.
My dear, you just don't understand development potential. As for the cats, Multigon will take care of them. One way or another. Now,
Oh, just like they took care of all those other animals on the wall.
Before I'm through, I'll have every environmental group and animal rights activist breathing down your neck. They'll be looking at you and your project so closely, you'll feel like a bug in a bell jar.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.
He's like, fuck you, Bruce. Oh, man. Now there's a woman right there.
Fucking red.
Woo! Man, that's some kind I like.
Just big, tall, and strong.
6'5" minimum.
Is jeopardized by some environmental fanatic. Have someone keep an eye on Ms. Kyle.
She got an interesting voice. So she's definitely, like, feminine looking, but she's also tall and strong.
You know, it's awfully late for lunch. Would you mind if I took a rain check on our date? Please.
Okay. Tomorrow?
Thanks. That'll give me time to take care of some business tonight.
Actually, I plan to work late myself.
These fucking thugs in their suits.
Uh-oh.
what do you want?
What do you know about Red Claw?
Why are you asking us? We're no terrorists.
You're still scum. And you hear things I don't. I want Red Claw.
I get the picture. I'll see what I can do.
Despite our loss of arms, thanks to
Her
that
traps put mine to shame. The Russian accent.
Well, it's like a shoddy one, but yeah, it's there.
Alright.
Tomorrow at 2300 hours, a train will pass through Gotham. It will be transporting a strain of viral plague that Interpol confiscated from our eastern laboratories. I cannot overemphasize the importance of that plague to our cause.
Plague. You're even calling it a plague.
Remind me to thank Mama for the piano lessons.
Uh-oh. She's being watched.
Oh.
What is that?
A cat at the end of its 9
I wonder which kitty lady wins.
Well, I think Catwoman ain't gonna die in the first episode, so...
I think we're in over our heads.
Oh. Dude, he looks insane.
See.
Dude, that sucks.
He's just like lining it with tacks.
Like Kevin McAllister. The first one looked like a shotgun.
Oh.
Batman's coming, I bet.
Oh yeah, Batman ain't gonna let her die. Ooh. Oh, man. Giggity,
That
giggity,
was for saving
giggity,
my
goo.
dad.
Is that all it was for?
Maybe not.
I heard gunfire.
Occupational hazard. No. Let's keep the mystery.
If I don't unmask you, the police will.
You can't deny there's something between us.
You're right, and I'm afraid it's the law.
He's like, no, don't go.
I'm sorry.
Batman, come on. You know better than that.
Never trifle with the affections of a woman. Until next time.
I guess I can't know their identity yet.
Yeah, too soon.
We may save those mountain lions yet.
But who is going to save you?
You jackass. To be continued, right? I remember this.
Oh, yeah.
What'd you think?
Classic good Batman.
Dude, I agree. I remember thinking, like, okay, so I think this is going to be nostalgic, but decent, and then it'll get better. But I found myself really enjoying the episode.
Yeah, I mean, even now, I could sit down and watch all these. I could just binge watch all these and enjoy them.
Yeah, I remember liking it. I remember when I was a kid thinking it was so dark compared to, like, other stuff I watched.
Yeah, because if you remember the Superman animated series.
I never watched that either.
I watched a little bit of it, and, you know, when I was a kid, I was drawn to more of the darker stuff, so I always loved Batman. I still enjoy, like, Superman, but Batman was always...
I'll tell you what.
Top tier.
I think it's too late to do it now because it feels so aged and it's more built for younger people. But Smallville, man, that's my favorite iteration of Superman because I just love Tom Welling. I love Lex Luthor.
Yeah, I remember back in the day, in our early 20s, he'd going on and on and on about that.
Dude, Smallville.
Yeah, we watched a few episodes together.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, when you're like, 8th and 9th grade watching him being like a freshman, sophomore, it's just great.
Right.
And and there's some really dark stuff occasionally. It's just crazy to see the art for me because. Like, I see the simplicity of it, but I also see it, the hand-drawn beauty of it, the darkness of it. And during, like, the mid-90s and mid to late 90s, there was, like, they call it the Red Sky revolution in animation. So this show and Gargoyles.
Oh, I remember that show, too. That was a classic.
See, I watched a little. I thought that was also something we could watch sometime. I was actually thinking about doing that instead of this with you. But I'm glad we're doing this.
Oh, yeah.
But other cartoons started making darker toned with red skies.
Yeah.
Because of this and like Gargoyles.
Right.
So Ninja Turtles, those last 2 or 3 seasons are dark. It's dark and the art is dark and the animation is a lot more sophisticated. I really like the animation in this. There's a lot of examples I was just kind of staring at just the beauty and the simplicity of it. But the fact that it was drawn on black paper, and I think Eric Whiteley told me that many years ago. It was drawn on black paper, and that's what gives it that really unique, darker look. See the whites?
Yeah.
Even the whites are dark.
Yeah, the whites are bright. Or no, the white makes it look a lot. White looks a lot brighter on the darker, the contrast in the back.
Oh, it does. But like, if you compare it to like white, his eyes look a lot.
It makes his eyes pop.
Yeah. It's great. It's beautiful, and I know we're gonna get a Mark Hamill here eventually too. But I was actually kind of drawn in because I was thinking, like, are they going to unmask each other now? Because it's really early in the show to do it. So I guess they got to build it up for a while. And this is only part 1. So it's nice seeing, like, the show that was kind of inspired by Tim Burton's Batman. Because Tim Burton's Batman is what gave this show the green light. They're like, okay, we'll take a risk on this animated show. And it was darker. And I know they modeled, like, Penguin and Catwoman a little bit off of that movie. Because they look similar to...
I feel like the Penguin, they modeled more of old school. Because the Penguin on this does not look anything like Danny DeVito.
Well, I know, but like that short, weird... Like, I haven't seen the old school one.
Yeah,
but
the Penguin on here looks more old school than...
Yeah.
Michael Keaton.
And another thing I noticed, and it's not really a criticism, it's just an observation, but the empty streets. Right?
Yeah.
There's not cars, there's no people. It's also the very first episode. The animators are growing, and they're also thinking, like, okay, we got to pump this thing out, and we got to pump out a bunch of episodes, and they might not have a good system yet for creating more assets.
Right.
Red Claw, we got her, and I don't know her from anything. Gordon, he has that kind of voice, see?
Right.
But he already has a relationship with Batman, so like that Batman Year One stuff that already happened.
Yeah.
So this is Batman who's already kind of a seasoned crime fighter, from what I understand. You know, Selena Kyle, in all the iterations I've seen her in, they've hinted at her sexuality being, not completely like straight on the spectrum, I should say. So she always has these strays, like these women that she's either like they're living with her or she's taking care of. So think of Batman, the Dark Knight Rises. There was a woman living with her.
Yeah. Was she living, or was that her? It was her neighbor.
Well, okay.
But she was her friend.
Yeah, and I know you haven't seen the Batman, which we are going to react to, hopefully. But there's something like that in there as well, and we have it here. So it's I don't think it's on the nose, but I think it's just like, at the very least, she likes taking care of animals and strays, and she finds like these women who maybe have hard lives or they've been abused.
Right,
and she
takes them in.
It takes them in. And Batman, it's funny because he's very like suave.
Yeah, you never see old Bruce Wayne act like a goober.
Yeah, like you see, like this version of Bruce Wayne is definitely that playboy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and that's part of his alter ego. And he was like, he wasn't gonna say no for an answer. But I imagine, like, he's so good looking and so rich, you can get away with, I think, things that, like, if you're not that good looking and not that rich, they might seem a little desperate. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I heard he's a playboy in this. He's a play and all, like, but I heard the newer Batman, he's not so much a playboy.
It's a darker take. That's all I'll say, and I'm excited to see it. Anyways, that was just our first reaction. I don't got anything else to add. I'm excited. I liked it. I liked the art, and I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the rest.
All right, guys. If you want to see the rest, go to our Patreon route. Guy, thanks so much for watching our reaction. If you like us, you want to support us, what can they do, Matt?
Like, subscribe, hit that little bell down there,
and leave a comment.
Comment.
Yeah, it helps with the algorithm. Other than that, like I said, Patreon. Also, check out our merch, guys. We appreciate you. I'm done ranting.